The popular saying goes, "It takes a village to raise a child." This phrase usually makes us think about the benefits for the child. But what about the benefits for the village? How would America be a better place for everyone, not just parents, if parents had the same rights they would in most other countries? Republicans fought to overturn Roe v. Wade and end the right to abortion by saying that life is sacred. But these same policymakers aren't doing much to protect children after they're born, or even support the parents who birthed them. In fact, the US is the only wealthy country in the world that doesn't guarantee paid time off for new parents.
America doesn't care about babies, and that's because babies can't lobby.
Meanwhile, parents literally get 39 weeks of paid leave per baby in Britain, 68 weeks in Sweden, and 82 weeks in Estonia. Some countries allow co-parents to share their leave duration between them, and Japan offers 52 weeks paid for both parents. In America, that allotment rests firmly at 0. The consequences to this are far too apparent in the real world. I mean, it's so bad that this maternal health clinic in Texas was built solely to address the lack of support mothers get.
We're not robots, we're not machines, we're human.
We're not even getting into the exorbitant costs of having a baby, with or without insurance, which seems to be a uniquely American problem. This mother shared the jaw-dropping bill she received for giving birth, but she's definitely no exception.
My grand total for labor and delivery came out to be $38,479. Literally, my mouth dropped.
So what if we try something new? Imagine an America where families do get paid leave, and let's see how that benefits society as a whole. First, I want to show you how bad things really are for parents. Let's bring in our expert, Daphne Delvo, who also goes by the Mama Attorney, and for good reason.
Most of the people that come to me have been pretty much screwed over by their bosses during the most vulnerable time of their life, when they were pregnant or just after having a baby. So they feel incredibly betrayed, they feel incredibly confused and alone.
Only about 23% of civilian workers actually have access to paid family leave, and the impact on parents can be devastating.
Mothers who do not have access to paid leave have to rush back to work after birth. Often they are not even fully healed from birth. They're still bleeding. They still have a lot of pain, and the baby is very, very small. This is what we are doing to parents in America, and it happens every day.
This lack of parental leave can have terrible consequences on families, possibly even for generations. Many mothers obviously can't return to work right after having a baby, and some leave their jobs altogether, which causes them to lose out on vital income, become unable to afford childcare, and more often rely on public welfare. This can sometimes throw them into a cycle of poverty that becomes hard to break.
What I see in my cases is that my clients get better, but they never fully recover. They never fully recover from the cascade of traumatic events that was initiated by the lack of paid leave rights. When my clients don't have paid leave, the babies pay the price.
She's not kidding. For their children, the consequences can be lifelong. Those who experienced poverty in their early years may be more likely to suffer from decreased cognitive development and worse health, and receive lower earnings overall. In cases where parents don't have adequate paid leave, there are often higher rates of infant mortality and increased risk of depression for mothers. Daphne is based in California, one of the few US states to offer paid family leave, and the benefits of the program seem overwhelming.
There's fewer infant deaths, there's fewer hospitalizations, increased parental involvement, less poverty, less food insecurity.
On top of that, this kind of support has been shown to benefit the economy.
There was really no adverse effect on productivity. In fact, there was increased morale. There was also more retention. There was a boost of labor force participation, more women in the workforce, which is good for the economy. So paid leave is good for parents and babies and businesses.
In the long run, the benefits to the baby can't be ignored. Babies who get adequate bonding time with their parents early on tend to have higher test scores and lower dropout rates. Infants are less likely to be hospitalized or to die, and children in elementary school have demonstrated lower rates of ADHD, hearing problems, and obesity. Overall, these children also have better mental health. But here's something else. The US birth rate has been declining for more than a decade, and it's below what experts call the population replacement level, which is the amount of children a couple needs to have to maintain the current population. Experts haven't been able to pinpoint one exact reason for the decrease, but these specialists from the Abide Maternal Health Clinic in Dallas say it isn't much of a mystery.
Having children is becoming less and less desirable.
In America, more women die during or after childbirth than in any other wealthy country. Black women are 3 times more likely to die than white women, and it's only getting worse.
I feel like people ask, well, why do women not want to have any more kids? I'm like, are you not like seeing what's going on? Like the way women are treated.
Especially as a Black woman.
Yeah.
Like, it's like I could die. Like I could die bringing life in this world. Like I don't have a child without a mother. We're one of the most developed countries in the world, but yet women are dying from ways that could be prevented.
At its core, it seems that people who aren't birthing children are actually the ones making life-altering policy decisions on their behalf.
People don't understand like how taxing it is on the body. There's so many things that can go wrong, during the postpartum recovery period. I think so often we care about the baby, or we're so focused on the baby as if the baby is the only person, but a new mom was born too. No matter how many children she has, a new mom is born every time.